Hey guys, Chris here. I'm here with my good friend at the Cleveland God, but his real name is Hunter. So,
Yeah,
uh,
what's up, everyone?
yeah, we're gonna be doing all slate coverage, which I just thought of a minute ago. We're gonna be doing 1 p.m., 4 p.m. late prime time, and a Monday only. We'll be kind of breezing through them, just kind of going through each one, what we think. We'll make a lineup for each one, and hopefully you guys will like it. And yeah, so I mean, we should get right into it, right?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's do this shit. All right, so I'm just gonna we're just making a lineup, so don't fucking be like, oh Chris, you're a fucking cheap ass for doing oh shit. Oh, my lineup's already there.
You're killing it.
Yep.
Here you go. I don't
But
think your screen wasn't shared on. Oh, that wasn't mine. Rip.
is the screen good?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
we're good
screen.
now.
Okay, so we got Miami, Washington, Seattle, St. Louis, KC, Houston, Green Bay, Chi Town, Cleveland and New York Jets,
That's
Carolina, Jacksonville, Indy, and Buffalo. Are we going Tyrod Taylor in this slate? Okay, I think we can kind of afford to go up, can't we?
yeah, 1 p.m. It's kind of a small slate. A lot of the players are cheaper, and we both definitely agree in Tannehill here.
Yes, Tannehill. Tannehill's probably the best value you can get here. Um, man, I would think about Rodgers. Just
If
think
you
about
if you could if you could afford Aaron Rodgers, that'd be perfect to pair with Devontae Adams.
it. What if you go Aaron Rodgers, Cobb, Adams, and James Jones?
That's a GPP stack right there. I already know someone's going to throw that in.
That's kind of tough. Anyways, I like Tannehill. I
Can't
yeah,
wait. Don't
he
touch
might
Cam.
he might be the highest owned. Maybe you think so?
I don't think Tannehill's going to be the highest down here. I think it's probably going to be the top three guys or Tyrod Taylor. So many
I
people are going to play Russell Wilson just off name value alone.
Yeah. Oh my god, man! I wonder how many newbies are gonna be on here. Yeah, Tannehill probably isn't. I'd say max 20% owned on this slate. So, he's probably the best pick. A value pick obviously would be Tyrod Taylor, Kirk Cousins. If you really want to stack this shit,
Kirk
um,
Cousins the goat.
yeah, you got something for him,
I got
man.
to chill with that.
You could.
I,
I
today
feel like
on
I feel like if you saw Kirk Cousins, you try to hug him or something.
Today on Twitter, I put a $50 bet down with someone that Kirk Cousins would finish the year as a top 10 fantasy quarterback. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's gonna be a good time watching
I
it.
remember when I was high off that Josh Gordon juice. I went on some sports forums that I've never been on before and just started shit with people saying like Josh Gordon's the best receiver. Fuck Calvin Johnson.
Man, he
Like
is the best wide. Man, fuck. Just, let's not talk about Josh Gordon. Fuck.
yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, we're totally off topic now. Let's go to running back. I mean Tannehill's probably the player. We're gonna roll with Tannehill. Running back. I immediately rolling towards Lacey. As the top tier backs. Jamal Charles. I don't like it against the Houston defense. I'll kind of pass. Do like Forte though. I'm a little iffy on Lynch. I like Forte and Lacey if we could get them together. And then I also like Stewart and Lamar Miller. Which ones are the ones that you like?
I like Forte just for a little bit of variance because I know we're probably going to end up with Cobb, just so I don't have to take Lacey
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
and Adams. Sorry, and Adams.
Is
But
Cobb is fine for
either
sure?
one's fine.
Cobb is fine for sure.
Yeah, Cobb's a go, but it's probably going to be a limited capacity, or it's going to be a bigger workload for Devontae Adams.
Okay. So and Devonte Adams is from Fresno State, so you know that immediately means that he's really good.
It's trash. No, but Eddie Lacy's probably the better pick.
so we're gonna immediately stick in Lacey, who's wearing glasses in his picture, which
Some fucking reason.
I'm all right with it. I'm wearing glasses at the moment too. Um, second running back, Stewart is looking nice as a second value. Forte, if you really want to stack up. Is there more value at running back or wide receiver on this slate?
Yeah, there's really more value at wide receiver.
Yeah, you can even get AR-15. Yeah, dude, do you follow him on Twitter?
No, I don't follow Allen Robinson. There is a lot of value with Allen Robinson this week.
Yeah,
this year.
he gets so many targets, man. It's crazy, and no Julius Thomas either.
Someone's got to catch the ball, right?
Yeah, his Twitter name is so tight, AR15. I feel like it's a tight ass Twitter name, but yeah, running back probably Stewart is his best second value. I like Lamar Miller, although Washington run defense is actually not a joke. It's actually somewhat good. So but he does catch out of the backfield. So I like that. I like Jonathan Stewart. I already said that.
I'm stacking Stewart with it if I'm going with Tannehill, just because I don't want to take quarterback, running back, because that Washington game could go that really could go any which way. And it's just a little bit less variance to deal with.
Yeah, true. So wide receiver. Let's just go with the guy we know we're gonna pick. Let's go Jarvis Landry because we already like him.
That's a beautiful stack right there.
Yeah, Tannehill, Landry. They had a good connection going last season too. So I definitely like Landry. We can go ahead and stick in Landry. And then a second receiver.
We have to take Devontae Adams.
Adams and Landry are probably musts in this, and they're probably both going to be 50% owned.
If you want to think of it this way, Randall Cobb was the number 2 wide receiver last year, and he was getting 16 plus points a game, average. And you're getting that basically at 5,500. You might not be getting the same amount of talent, but you're still getting, the second wide receiver in the Packers offense at 5,500. That's crazy.
We immediately have to go Cobb though, right? I mean, I like Alshon because I feel like he's going to be like a target machine as well.
I'm really high on Jeremy Maclin personally. That's my guy.
Yeah, you like this man. Cobb between Cobb and Maclin. If I have to pick, I'm picking Cobb immediately.
Man, you're killing me.
It makes sense though. I mean, Macklin's a little more riskier, wouldn't you say?
I think there's some risk there. He's pretty much the same play as Jarvis Landry. He's just a little bit more expensive. He's 700 more. They're probably going to score the same points. I say between them, one of them's going to catch a touchdown, and they're probably going to have 16 catches, eight each.
I think Cobb's going to go off. So I'm going to throw Cobb in there, man. We just have to. And then before we kick tight end, let's go a kicker defense. Then we'll work around a tight end. A kicker, Crosby's probably the best one on the slate. Hauschka.
Crosby's by far the best kicker on the slate, but I definitely would not take him with Lacey and 2 Packers. You're just asking for him to get PATs at that point. That's a little bit risky there.
What about my boy Cairo?
He is actually a pretty good play.
Yeah. And then we got Bullock, the fat motherfucker. We can go with this guy. Oh, Sturgis? No, actually, he was kind of shitty last year. Never mind.
Robbie Gould is a very good play at 4,800. He's usually a pretty good play in Chicago, although 4.8 points last year. Don't read too much into that. So you can't always read too much into the FPP.
Oh, I remember Carpenter came in clutch last year, like a lot. Like he got these 10 games. Like I feel like he can kind of do that, man. Carpenter, I kind of like that.
He could definitely do something. I don't think Buffalo's going to get many touchdowns, but I think that they might be in position to score. You could definitely see 2 or 3 field goals.
Actually, screw it. Let's go to tight end. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking there. I like Bennett and Olsen.
Those are pretty much the 2 premier plays.
Yeah, I'm not touching Jimmy Graham until I see what they're going to do with him. Exactly.
At 7,000, he's just too expensive. Like if he was 6,000, I'd say he's pretty much a must play because his name is Jimmy Graham, just off name value alone.
Yeah, and man, Jordan Cameron, this guy's like a fucking physical freak, dude.
That's a pretty crazy stack if you put Jordan Cameron in there. Like someone's got to get a touchdown.
You know what I like is that freaking neon teal they got going. It just makes your lineup look cooler. Like I kind of like that. But that's irrelevant. But Olsen and Bennett are probably my number. My plays here. I'd probably just go Olsen just because it seems like it's a safer bet.
You're pretty much getting the same thing. I think Bennett's obviously the better player. He's a better red zone target. But I think with Cam Newton's lack of targets there, it's either Cam Newton's going to get the touchdown in the red zone or Greg Olsen is, unless they're on the 1 and somehow Jonathan Stewart could find the end zone.
Yeah. Let's just grab Olsen, throw him in there.
Mm-hmm.
Throw him in there. All right, defense. Do you want to pick? I mean, we could probably afford to pick the Seahawks or maybe even the Rams.
I'm not high in the Seahawks just off name value alone. They're really not too overpriced at 5,000. I'm still playing the Panthers or the Jets. Those are the two best plays.
The Rams are only 4.3K.
Yeah, and they're gonna get destroyed.
You think so?
I mean, all I'm saying is I don't want to have to face Marshawn Lynch after what happened in the Super Bowl. That's a scary thought. That's a pretty.
Because I was thinking in my lineup because I have like 4,300 left over. How the hell did I not see the Rams defense? That sounds a lot more appealing than the Saints defense. Yeah,
I don't know what you were thinking with the Saints defense.
Obviously,
it's a punt play. You just needed someone who was like 4,300 below.
But all right, I got Panthers. We'll go Panthers, and then kicker. We got some premium kicker play. Let's just go a Gould Carpet. I like Carpet.
I'd go with Gould here. That's my personal opinion. I think if you're going between
Gould
4,800 below, you're not taking Zerline. You could take you could take Bullock. You could take Sturgis, but I wouldn't take him with Tannehill.
Right.
That's about it.
I'll pick your boy Gould. All right, so this is our 1 p.m. line, which actually does not look bad at all. It looks pretty legit. I kind of like this.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers could definitely go off.
Got some Jarvis, got some Adams, Cobb, we got some Olsen. Yeah, I really like that. So I'm with it. I'll probably play I don't play much on these slates, but I'll probably play like $10. Yeah. All right, back to the other ones. Let's keep looking.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. And this is the one that you don't like.
No, 4 p.m. is garbage this week. A lot of the good games, a lot of the good teams are playing in prime time or Thursday night. Steelers, Patriots.
No, you should put some money together and do one of these $5,300 leagues.
I'm not gonna pull from that 20 grand I made on Vulcan. I'm not gonna pull that and play a 5,300. I don't think that's a smart investment.
No, probably not. It's not. I feel it not.
Shout out to Vulcan for being trash though.
They're watching this video.
I'll tweet it right at the owner.
Wait, is the owner on there? Hold on, I have to turn on my PlayStation 4 for like some sort of background in my room because it's so freaking quiet in here.
Oh, also shout out to Chris for his CFB line tonight. It really killed it.
137, and this guy didn't even play it. Shaking my head.
I fell asleep, man. Like 12 hours of class and an hour drive, man. It sucks.
Oh yeah. Screw that shit. You know what? I feel bad for you. My bad, dog.
I set my alarm and didn't wake up, didn't get to play it, but it's like 57th right now out of 5,800 in the GPP for $2.
Yeah, we got Yerby tomorrow at 20% owned. Hopefully he gets like 20.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, I appreciate the shout out. That helps. Just in case anyone wants to buy my CFP package for $20, which is really cheap. Anyways, let's look here. Quarterbacks for a 5-game slate. I do not really like any of them. Dalton, I like Dalton a bit.
I love Peyton Manning versus the Ravens. Don't buy the name value for sure, but I think Andy Dalton's the play.
Yeah. I also think Rivers versus Stafford could be a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In SD, I'm not really. I would like it more if it was in Detroit. I just like that dome feeling. Derek Carr, no man.
Trash. Don't even go with your boy. The one thing I will say about this 4 p.m. or about the first week is that when have you ever seen Peyton Manning only $9,100?
Yeah, true. Isn't it usually like 10K?
10K plus, like that's ridiculous. Like, and he always gets those 20 points. Like he doesn't like. It's not like an average where he's going like crazy and then bad. Like he's pretty fucking consistent. Yeah. But I think Andy Dalton's just this. It's cheap.
Yeah, against Oakland. Yeah, too. Against Oakland. I mean, it looks like at the very least he's getting you 2 touchdowns and 250 yards, which you don't really know who you're getting that out of here. Maybe
other than Manning, I don't think there's anyone that I would play.
Yeah. So running back. So we're just gonna skip that running back. Immediately, I look for value, dude. I just love Doug Martin, and I get the chance to use him here against Tennessee. He looks like such a beast in the preseason. He gets a weak ass Tennessee defense. I don't know, man. Fuck Tennessee, man. Doug Martin's gonna kill these. He's gonna go Raiders on.
He's gonna go like he really could go nuclear in this game.
Yeah. Do you remember that game he had against the Raiders where he just absolutely?
I had to play against him in fantasy when he scored 50.
Yeah. I don't think that resurrects, but I hope Doug Martin just goes off. But
also, shout out to Rob Gronkowski for just destroying me today.
Yo, I have him in our league. In the league that we made, I have him in there.
Yeah, he's destroying me in my $250 full season league. So shout out Rob. Thanks for that. Also, thanks Antonio for that garbage time touchdown.
It's just one loss, bro. You're gonna come back.
My team is so bad. I drafted Jeremy Hill, who is probably the next best back on this list to play.
Dude, talk about a transition right there. Yeah, I like Jeremy Hill at 8.6K against Oakland. Like I said, man, I might end up playing 4 Cincinnati players on this slate. I really like Jeremy Hill here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stick with him.
It's definitely risky. But Cincinnati versus Oakland and Tennessee Tampa Bay are the only 3 good only 2 good matchups. Wow, I failed math. They're the only 2 good matchups fantasy-wise on this slate, other than maybe getting an Arizona player versus New Orleans defense or a wide receiver from Denver against actually a pretty trash Baltimore secondary fantasy-wise. And then Detroit, San Diego, I just don't want to touch that game because I have no clue what's going on.
I really want to touch that game, man. I really want to touch that game. But okay, wide receiver, you like Demaryius Thomas. I like Calvin Johnson, and I like AJ Green. So we're gonna have to be at a standstill here. So you're gonna tell me why you like Baltimore? I mean, why you like Demaryius?
Let's see. Baltimore's defense is absolutely trash for fantasy wide receivers here. I want to pull up the number if I wrote it down.
But last year, weren't they without Webb and what's his name? The fucking other dude, Jimmy Smith. They were out. I'm pretty sure they didn't have them for like a big stretch, and that's what inflated that stat.
Their defense has really been aging, and I think Demaryius Thomas without Julius Thomas is almost guaranteed a touchdown catch in this game. If it gets to the red zone, who is the go-to guy? That's what you have to ask yourself. Would you and another question is, would you rather have Peyton Manning throwing the ball at the goal line 10 yards out, or would you rather be handing the ball off to Monte Ball or whoever you're handing the ball off to? And if you're looking for someone who's going to get the ball, it's going to be Demaryius Thomas. That's why I think it's a huge play. Also, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you see it, Emmanuel Sanders is going to play this week, which was looking probable. So that kind of hurts his value a little bit, but still, I think he's going to hit double value. He's going to hit double his salary. I think it's a really good play.
Okay, so we'll stick your boy Demaryius in there, and I'll try to fuck with it. I like Keenan Allen, man. Keenan Allen against Detroit doesn't have anyone on the corners. I think for sure, and like how you said, Antonio Gates is going to be out. Keenan Allen, Malcolm Floyd, probably the only other ones I can see catching a lot of touchdowns here. They still got an unproven running back with Melvin Gordon. And I just feel like they'll lean more on the pass here. This game is looking more like a shootout than anything. So I like Keenan in here. He would have to be involved a lot to make to lead San Diego's offense. So I really like Keenan Allen here. So if I can fit him in, I'm going to try to do that.
The one question I have is who decided Keenan Allen is going to be worth What monkey spun a wheel in the boardroom at Fanduel and said, you know what, Keenan Allen's going to be $7,900 after what he did last season?
That's true.
There's no reason he should be above 70. He should be at 72, 73, 7,400, in my opinion. I think he's going to have a great year, but just based on past, who thought to value him at that?
We might have to downgrade Hill, though. I mean,
I think we're going to have to. I think we're definitely going to have to downgrade Hill.
So this Tennessee to Tampa Bay game, this game's looking like a little garbage fest.
Right. This is the other running back I was thinking.
Oh, who? Stanky?
I mean, it is the 10th worst rush defense in fantasy. Other than that, the only other good rushing matchup, because Baltimore and Denver 1-3 against fantasy defenses last year. Arizona's really good. New Orleans is garbage. Obviously, they're the 4th worst in fantasy against running backs. And Detroit and San Diego both have good. I I mean, I don't think Sankey's going to play well. That's the only problem. I don't think there's any way I could see Sankey hitting 12 points in this game. That's the only problem I have. That's the problem I have with the 4 p.m. is that the only two backs that could hit value are Martin and Ellington, in my opinion.
Ellington, man, I wouldn't mind downgrading to Ellington here.
No, I think Ellington's a really good play, but that leaves you really shaky at wide receiver. That's the problem. I think you're probably gonna have to drop off Demarius.
No, man, we're gonna fucking make this shit work.
Because I'm thinking Brandon Cooks is a great play at 7,400.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think Cooks is gonna have to deal with Peterson either. I think Peterson will be dealing with Marquise Colston. I mean, and Cooks can move around, man. Yeah, Cooks. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, get the fuck out of my lineup, Alan.
I mean, I think we're looking at eight catches there again, just like Macklin.
Yeah, against Arizona. I definitely like that. But man, I really, really want to get Calvin or AJ Green in my lineup.
Yeah, I feel that, especially with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, how much AJ Green is? What, 8.3? Can we even make that work?
I mean, you could go – the only other – I mean, what you could really do for real value plays, you could definitely take Mohamed Sanu, but that's deep. That's not really – it's not really a 50-50 play. I mean, he'll probably get you 6 points, but if he catches a touchdown, he'll get you 12. That's about the only thing that you can get out of him. So you want to just go to like kicker and defense, and we can fill it out from there?
Yeah, let's maximize our salary real quick. So you know what? Before we look at the receiving core, let's get the best value we can at kicker and tight end. So at kicker,
we're going McManus. You have no you're not allowed no
That's
say.
True.
This is my dude. Denver, they get so many points kicking. Was it like Connor Barth for them last year's averaging 11 points. It's a huge play. No one sees it coming. He probably will have a 1% ownage.
Yeah, and then Bengals 4.6K is not bad at all. So we'll just go ahead and go stick them in too.
No, I don't think there's any other play there except maybe Tampa Bay, but that's 100 cheaper. So
yeah, it's not worth it. Tight end, I low key kind of like Delaney Walker. I also like Tyler Eifert down here. Really, really cheap. Is Max Williams starting for them because he was a stud in college? Or is it Crockett Gilmore? I don't remember.
It's Crockett Gilmore for Baltimore.
He's a Ram. He's from Colorado State.
You know, the best play here is probably to take was it Eifert?
Eifert, yeah, I think so too.
I'm sorry, Jermaine Gresham. That's my bad.
For Arizona?
Oh no, Eifert, yeah. Rip.
Yeah, I like Eifert a lot against Oakland. 5K, I mean, we can really work with that. So let's drop him in. We got another Cincinnati guy.
My bad on that,
I believe we can only have one more Cincinnati guy.
Yeah, we could almost fit Keenan Allen in at that point.
Oh, look, we get to work with this 8,000. Oh, okay, so sweet. Let's fucking work with this shit. Yeah, with some Ellington. All right, so let's go ahead and grab. I mean. Could we grab Thomas and Green? Oh, we could.
And then you're left with 6,900.
But you couldn't get much. So what if we
this is the problem is that the value receivers here are awful.
Look how much we're off from
Right, that's what I was just saying. The value receivers here are awful in these matchups. Like it almost might be worth punting at wide receiver.
I'm thinking Malcolm Floyd, to be honest with you, man. Malcolm Floyd.
1 second. Let me see if we could do this. If we took off Demarius.
No, hold up. Look at that.
Take Malcolm Floyd instead.
Floyd is a really – can we even upgrade at running back? Oh, we can get Hill. What do you think of that?
It's definitely not bad. It's really Cincinnati heavy, which, I mean, 5 Cincinnati players is kind of crazy. That's the only problem.
We only have 4.
Well, with the defense.
No, it's still 4. It's Eifert.
Can I not do math? I cannot fucking do math. I can't fucking do math. No, I can't. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But San Diego, man, think of the options they got. And Floyd has came in clutch before. Eddie Royal's gone, right? I'm pretty sure he's gone. Let me make sure. I don't want to look stupid and then fucking Tucker's Bargain Hut come down here and tell.
You
Yeah.
see,
Oh,
if you really want something really, which it actually looks really good now that I'm looking at this, you can take Andy Dalton, Doug Martin, Andre Ellington, AJ Green, Brandon Cooks, Emmanuel Sanders, Tyler Eifert, Brandon McManus in the Bengals defense. That looks pretty good. You got Cooks in there. I'm not completely sold on Sanders, Green. That you're getting basically everything you want except maybe wide receiver.
Yeah, I like the way this looks a lot because I get my value receivers Floyd. I feel like he can get a bunch of targets, and he's so familiar with Phillip Rivers. I mean, and he came in clutch a lot last season, man. He wasn't that bad. I mean, he has a couple 12 games, a couple a 10, a 12, a 13. He does have these disappointing fours, but he's going to get more targets with only him and Allen being the viable receiving threats. I didn't want that. That was too much, but
I'm really staying away from. I'm probably gonna run this AJ Green stack, but other than I'm really staying away from 1 p.m.'s guys or 4 p.m.'s guys. It's really not looking that good.
I mean, I really like what this looks like. I get 2 elite receivers plus the value, and then everything kind of just runs around it. I really like this. But we'll move on. We'll move on to the next one. I mean, we'll just stop it. We'll just this will be our creation.
It's interesting. 4 p.m. is definitely an interesting slate this week.
Yeah. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep rolling along here. This is actually kind of fun. I might have to do these every week.
Primetime and 1 p.m. are definitely my 2 favorite categories.
Are we doing late? Like would that even? No, man. Fuck that. Fuck late, man. That just adds 4 p.m. and primetime basically, right?
Yeah, it's really not worth it. I like these really small 3-game slates, 4-game slates.
Yeah, me too. I like those Monday Thursday slates, man. Those are really entertaining.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah, sweet. Let's do this. Okay, so nice little 3-game slate. All right, quarterback.
So I actually want to start with the defense here, if we could.
Okay,
because I think that's this. The defense is actually, in my opinion, the most important strategy building wise for these small slates. So I think usually you want to pick a defense and then not have anyone play against them.
All right, I'll let you implement what you want to implement. Let's go.
So these 3 games, obviously the first 2, New York and the Philadelphia, Atlanta, Dallas, blah, blah, blah. Those games are going to be high scoring, high line. There's not going to be much defense played in them. Let's be honest. So I think the best defense here is Minnesota against San Francisco.
Yeah,
who knows what's going to happen.
Kaepernick looks so one-dimensional too, man. It's just, and then I mean the options you have here. It looks like every team's going to get lit up. So
yeah, and I think. From that, I think we have to just avoid, in general, every single San Francisco player we can.
Yeah, and yeah, that makes sense.
The key is not to have your guys score against your defense. That's just a negative value.
So it looks like we have the premier bunch of kickers. Do you want to grab do you want to pay up here, or do you just want to like kick Josh Brown and just call it a day?
I don't think Josh Brown is a bad player. Obviously, the best kicker of this bunch is Cody Parkey.
This guy was so clutch last season. That's my boy right
Philadelphia kickers are crazy, but I did go Josh Brown in mine just because he's so cheap and he's probably going to hit 8, 9 points. He's going to hit value, so I think it's a fair play. That Dallas New York game, I don't think there's going to be a shredded defense played. There's no way it does not go over the line. It's going to go way over the line. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So you want to go Parkey? Fuck it.
We can go Parkey or Brown. I'd rather go Brown, but
yeah,
if I had to take a premium kicker, definitely Cody Parkey all day.
Tight end, I will tell you who. Just 2 options that 3. If Ertz is unlimited, so I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, we're not playing Zach Ertz.
My boy Donnell, and I like Rudolph. Who do you like?
The guy I took in this was Kyle Rudolph. But if you're going to take someone really cheap, I would take Rudolph here. But if you're going to take someone cheap, you got to go with Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz backup at 4,500.
Who is it? Casey? Salik?
It was. I didn't plug him in. It was. It's Cunningham and Fells, but I believe Fells is getting the start. Yeah, it's Fells.
Oh, Daniel. Oh, what
Daniel
the fuck?
Fells. Yeah. At 4,500, you're getting a lot of value there.
For the Giants?
Yeah.
Oh, Donnell's not starting?
I pulled the wrong thing, Rip. Okay, we're going to try this again. I'm Zach Ertz back up. Okay. Okay, guys, you've seen me do bad math today, and now you've seen me fuck up once again. That's my bad. I'm Brent Selleck. I'm fucking all over the place, apparently.
You're fine, dude. You're good.
Yeah, it's Brent Selleck. I would take him at 4,500 for a value play.
You're just having a bad day, man. So
it's been a really long day.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I like Donnell though, man. I feel like we should just go with him. I feel like he's gonna be number 2 target, man. Gonna be eating those targets, just eating them.
Him or Kyle Rudolph. I don't think that there's a best play in this situation. I think it's just kind of weird. The best play is going to be who catches the tight end or who catches the touchdown out of these 6 games. And, it's kind of just a coin flip. Vernon Davis I think he's going to have a bounce back year. I don't know if he's going to catch a touchdown. Ertz would obviously be the best play.
Such a bad freaking year.
Witten's so overpriced this week.
Yeah, fuck Jason Witten. I'll take Cole Beasley before I take fucking Jason Witten. I'm going to go Donnell, man. I've seen him all over the place.
I think Donald or Kyle Rudolph, either or, perfect plays.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. Wide receivers.
You want to start with quarterbacks because there's so much. There's so many options.
I thought we were building up. Yeah, quarterback probably Bradford. I mean, I would if Bridgewater was 6K territory, I'd think about it hard. But Bradford 7.5K. That's the second cheapest on the slate. Got a great matchup against Atlanta. That's too good, man. It
is too good. I think Bridgewater is he's just a little overpriced this week for the value that he's probably gonna hit. Just because they're getting Adrian Peterson back, he's probably gonna hit 13-point territory. He could go 13 to 16 or 13 to 10.
Yeah,
so I just don't think he's priced right this week. I'm going to stay away from it. I'd way rather get Sam Bradford, probably going to put up 18 to 20 points.
Yeah, let's get Bradford in then. He deserves it. All right, running back.
That's also my dude. I also put a $50 bet on him, top 10 fantasy quarterback, but he's got it.
It's Tevin Coleman, man. He's the starting running back, man. I feel like he can hit some nice value.
Yeah, I think the obvious 2 are Adrian and DeMarco. I'm not a DeMarco guy this week. You're a DeMarco guy this week, every week. Yeah, I don't know. I'm yet to see it. I'm yet to see it in action. That's the only problem I have.
Okay.
I have to see it first. Adrian Peterson's crazy. Joseph Randall is probably going to be the lead back. Tevin Coleman, and I wouldn't touch anyone else other than those 4.
Rashad Jennings?
I don't know. Again, it's like the DeMarco thing. I really don't know what he's going to do, but he's probably not going to do much.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. And he's not getting the goal line touches. It feels weird to me.
So let's look at wide receiver because, just real quick, do you want to just pick Jordan Matthews?
You have to play Jordan Matthews, I think.
Yeah, it lets us work with this salary. It gives us a lot of salary. And then Julio, I think we might have to play him.
Yeah, I'm thinking Julio, and then you're pretty much stuck between Odell and
yeah.
Because either or, it's kind of an interchangeable pick, but
well, we got to decide. Do we want to spend up at running back, or do we want to grab one more elite receiver? Grab ODB.
The only reason I'd say I wouldn't spend up for DeMarco is because I'm not sold on him yet. I'm just not sure how Matthews is going to play into his touches, into the goal line, red zone. That's the only thing I'd say. That's the only qualm I have about this.
So you want to roll some AP?
I think I'm gonna. I mean, I would love to play some AP. That's pretty sick. AP is gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's grab AP then. And then I'm thinking of pairing him with a back in this game or Tevin Coleman.
I'm taking Coleman just because he's going to be the lead back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get the most. We still don't know what Randall's going to do. I think Randall will get the most carries. He'll get the goal line work, but Kevin's going to be number 1.
I'm not a big fan of Jennings. I'm a big fan of him. I'd be a bigger fan of him if Vereen, maybe if Vereen wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a little iffy on that. I like Coleman just because, man, I saw him in college. He was a fucking monster. And I feel like this Atlanta offense really complements him well. And he can catch out of the backfield. He can run downhill. Man, I just like this dude a lot. So I'm just gonna stick Coleman in, and we have 6,600 to work with here. So let's see what we can do.
The only thing I will say is that I think Shane Vereen was so overpriced this week. Like he's kind of like the Roy, like he's playing the same role that Roy Halou plays to Alfred Morris. And you'll never see Roy Halou at 6,500 or kind of crazy because like if he was 5,000, I'd think that he would almost be a must play in my opinion, just because he's so cheap, and I think he'll get 8 points in that game, but he's not worth it at 65.
Wide receiver, we don't really got much options here, man.
Yeah, there's about the best option is probably Terrence Williams in Dallas, but that leaves you so much money left over.
I have man. I also like Charles Johnson here. Like he's low key kind of good.
Charles Johnson, Nelson Aguilar, Terrence Williams. They're 3 real good cheap receivers.
Yeah. How about if we got him? Could we do anything here?
No, there's not much. I've tried this. I've been thinking of trying to get one of these guys. There's not much that you can really do at running back.
What if
I'm not trying to play Carlos Hyde? The best thing you could take Odell Beckham and drop Adrian Peterson. If you drop Adrian Peterson, you can take Joseph Randall. Hope he gets maybe 10 points. Maybe he gets a touchdown, gets lucky, and then you take Coleman.
What if we do Coleman
and Randall, and you have just enough? This is what I'm running in my primetime base. This is basically what I'm running. Rudolph at tight end.
Oh, I didn't mean to just expose your lineup on your man.
No, it's all good. I'll be running it a lot of 50-50s though with Rudolph at tight end.
But dude, that looks really nice, man. You don't have elite running back, but you kind of get it with the elite receivers.
Yeah, and you're still getting a number 1 back in Tevin Coleman and Randall. You're not exactly sure what you're going to get, but if he could get you 9 to 10 points, I think that's what I expect out of him. I think that'd be pretty happy with that because of what you're getting from Julio Jones, Odell Beckham.
Yeah, so it's definitely wide receiver crazy. If I could, I would just but there's not a third wide receiver you can really get here, so you're kind of just maximizing your value here. So this is probably along the lines of what I would run. I would like to get what's his name? Fucking DeMarco and Adrian Peterson, but I don't think that's possible.
That would be crazy.
All right. Let's look again. What's left? Just a Monday?
Just Monday. There's they have not put out the Monday, Thursday yet.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Damn, man, they have so many fucking slates. Good God.
Yeah, and what I really like that they did this year is they upped anything that was like above $10 and 50-50s were always like 50 person or lower, and they made them all 100. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's something I'm a fan of. I mostly just play 50-50s. I mostly just play 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. Because you want your money right away. Okay, so now so this is just a narrowed version.
I mean, here I think we're still going. These are the games that really suck because you have to be really. I think you have to just be really disciplined in these kind of picks. Like we probably have to take Minnesota's defense again, right?
Yeah, Minnesota defense.
We can't take any. You can't take any 49ers, so it really does limit you.
Yeah, but that's a good thing though because then you're like, all right, well then now I know who to pick,
Right, but a lot of people I'll see playing these games, like whenever I'm looking through like 50-50 lineups, I'll see someone will take like Minnesota, like in this, they'll take Minnesota's defense and they'll start calling Kaepernick at quarterback. It's like if Colin Kaepernick gets a touchdown, you lose points.
Yeah, it doesn't make it.
Things like that I always see people do.
It's good. You should let people do that.
Yeah, hey, I don't complain about it. Prime times are the best games.
Yeah, Rudolph. Probably have to stick him in there.
Yeah, I think so.
And then wide receiver, let's just get Julio and Jordan Matthews out the way because that's probably a staple in every lineup. And then if we can, could we get would it be possible to get these two? No, fuck.
Oh, no, not at all.
Imagine like
this is where it gets. I mean, we have to take Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, and then wide
And
receiver.
still stuck at. Can you get Nelson Aguilar with that? Take Nelson Aguilar with that.
You
Oh
like
man,
Aguilar?
never mind.
I
If you
like
can take
Johnson.
that, you can take Johnson or Aguilar. I mean, it's just kind of it's just a weird spot. I don't know. To pick between those two.
We got 4 Minnesota players. Man, I will never stack Minnesota again in my life.
Right. It's really weird. I mean, if you took, you don't want Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace is definitely not the better player than Charles Johnson ever.
Yeah.
Like ever in Minnesota. I could never see Mike Wallace outperforming. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make it this, and I mean we could just make it that. So let's just go over each lineup that we already did. And we got the 1 p.m. Get some Tannehill, Lacey, Stewart, Landry, Adams, Cobb, mostly revolving out around Miami and Green Bay and Carolina. Those are the only games we're targeting in there, and then just sprinkling in Robbie Gold. 4 p.m. a little more dysfunctional, but we still kind of Cincinnati looks like the ones we're targeting. And then we got the Primetime, which I really like this slate.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good here. This is probably the best lineup if you're gonna play any of the lineups. If you're gonna put $5 in something like a GPP, I'd say this is probably your best bet.
Yeah, and then we got the last one, which this lineup just kind of limits you. So
yeah, it really does suck.
The lineups. I mean, are we pretty much good to go?
I think we are.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys want to ask us anything, you can follow me at cgonzalez_16, exactly how it is here. And then what's it called? You guys can follow the Cleveland God here
at Cleveland God.
It's and I also have it in the description of this video, so definitely check that out. If you guys want to ask anything, feel free to. I mean, we don't really do shit, so. Well, you may do shit. I definitely don't do shit. So
you're killing me. You're putting me right on the spot here. Shit. Call me a bum and shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put another fucking man. I really need to update my thumbnails, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this our all slate coverage.
Oh, tweet me the final score of the Browns Jets game. That's the one thing you guys got to tweet me because Browns are gonna win.
16-0 starts there, right?
16-0 starts Sunday, boys.
Okay, sweet. All right, thank you for watching the video, guys, and bye-bye.